Hello, my name is Miss Sneed, and I'm making a public appeal that because we're being harassed by law enforcement. We live in the town of Alta Vista, Virginia. This has been going on for the past 3 months, but it's been longer for my son because it all started when he was in Peekskill, New York. He wanted to move back there, get a job so that we can go back there. He made the wrong turn on a certain one-way street, and the officer had asked him for 3 forms of ID, and he presented it to them, and so they let him go. And ever since then, he's been having problems with some undercover FBI agents harassing him for the past year and a half of him being in Peekskill, New York. Follow him on public transportation, going into his place of work, restaurants, banks, post offices. They even had tried to engage him with drug informants, sniffing dogs. They never had any evidence or proof that he was a drug dealer from Virginia. So he dealt with it for a year and a half, so he came back home, and I told him to come home and we'll deal with it. Lo and behold, that these people came down here and started harassing him again. They moved next door to us, and a former police officer that lives next to us for the past 6 years that we've been living next to him. He's involved. They have put up video cameras in the house next to us. And, well, we're right in the middle of both of them, one on the right and one on the left, tapping our phones, hacking our internet. There is no place in the whole earth that we are not being followed. They drive back and forth around our home, follow us to doctors, you name it, they're there. They have taken over Campbell County and all the stores, Walmarts, so we can't go shopping nowhere. They have made our life hell. I have 6 grandkids, and I have older ones, but they afraid to go anywhere with us because they're afraid of all this harassment. My son is a Jehovah's Witness minister. I'm disfellowshipped, but working my way back. But this has to stop. We've reached out to law enforcement, local law enforcement, and they are not really doing anything to actually help us. I reached out to the mayor, the town manager, Mr. Carsdale. He gave us his cell phone number, and when we tried to reach him, he wasn't picking up his phone. We don't know who these people are. They never identified themselves. They just came into our lives and my son's lives and just made it hell. They have ran us off the road, ran him off the road. They tried to run him off the road twice. They go to our place of worship and just run their motors back and forth at the Kingdom Hall. They have went into our assembly hall and sat right in front of us. There's nowhere on this planet that we're not safe. When we try to go to another state, they alert the troopers, and the troopers are watching us. There's no place that we can go without these people following us every single place we go. The people next door have German Shepherds. There's 3 men and a woman and a little boy that lives right next door to me. They're involved. They alert the whoever these people are to our whereabouts, when we're leaving, when we're coming home. And we are like prisoners. They be in every market and parking lot that we ever go to. They're there watching us when we buy, when we check out. It's very annoying, but that's why they do it. They're harassing us, and we want it to stop. And we want to know who out there that can help us, because this is a public appeal to anyone. This is harassment. Our civil rights are being violated. And this is our last resort on the matter. I just wanted to make a public appeal, because as I speak, this is going on. And I don't know when it's going to stop or who's going to help us. Everybody turns a deaf ear when it's not happening to them. And I want somebody that is not from around here to try to get involved or try to help us or point us in the right direction, or either pass this around, because this has to stop. Alta Vista, Virginia. It originally started in Peekskill, New York, and we don't know who the people are that actually made a false report and have these people down here like hunters. They look like hunters. You couldn't tell if they were law enforcement. I know that there's been a lot of dead bodies from Danville, and I don't want that to happen to any of my family. Could anybody out there help us? We need help. This is my last resort, because we have no help except for Jehovah. But we need our the law enforcement that are real. We don't trust anybody. These people came into our home posing as people that wanted to buy the home from our landlord. So they've seen the inside of our home. They are on my son's job. They're just constantly there, and we don't have no freedom. We are it's a chore just to go outside and go to store, because they're right there in groups, mobs, just bent on making our life hell, or causing him to be so stressed out where he would want to do something drastic. But he knows better, so he's not going to allow them to win and to take away what pleasure we do have. But we need help, because I have my family, and anybody out there that can help, please do. Take it to the media. I tried Channel 13. They're not going to do anything unless it's a real problem. But this is a problem. This is big news here. A family is being harassed by law enforcement. The sheriff department, they know about it because they were in front of our house one night. And I know they're a part of it, and they have my neighbors. They turned against us to watch our house. There's a guy that drives on a lawnmower. I used to take care of his mom. She had Alzheimer's. She would knock on our door 2 o'clock in the morning. And my son, who's in question, he had to walk her home. We called the police to let them know she was here, and they wouldn't come. They would tell us to escort her home. So he would escort her home. But she passed away. And so these people can get anybody to do what they want. So we feel like we're the only black family down here that they're harassing. They treating us like we killed somebody or whatever. I don't think this is right. But if anybody think that this is, we have a case, please let us know. We are in Virginia. We live on 15th Street. And we just need help. I really don't like to really give out my address because of all the harassment. But there's people from New York that came down here, and they're riding around with flags on their car from New York. They look like thugs. We can't even go in a restaurant because they drive around. Most of the torment is at night. But we try to do what we have to do in the daytime and come home. But no matter what, it's still there. So they probably have these people from the Bronx, Manhattan, and some from Virginia, and all this torment. But we have footage of some of the torment, and we're gonna keep it until we can get it put in better hands. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you.